Well, polish my nuts and syrup.
Now this is a funny story. Dominion Commando here. Dominion Commando here, folks, with a really funny story starting from the beginning. So it was in October 11th, 14th, or whichever the case. No, it was the 11th. Sorry. It was Striker Airsoft Flea Market, and I wanted to blow off some steam. And I figured to test out my real scenario kit to see if it actually holds up to my actions expectations with the standards. So, as I said, eventually that it will be converted to actual firearms. And then I have my other kits for airsoft. So, obviously, I wanted to test run it. I called up my friend who was my co-captain, Smoking Scout. Again, if you want, hit him up on Instagram. It's Smoking Scout. Minus the fact is, sorry, I also have a cough drop in my mouth. Basically, that, I called him up, say, hey, man, can I sleep over? Because, again, wasn't working at the time. So he's like, yeah, sure, come on over. I was talking to his mom. I told him, hey, Striker Flea Market. He goes, no, and they just rebuilt Suicide Alley at Striker Airsoft in Hackettstown, New Jersey. I was like, and he's like, no, man. And ironically, that night while we're doing prep night, his boss texted him saying that he didn't have to come into work and there was no shifts for him. So he was happy, joyous. And at the time that this was all happening, that we were trying to fix the one and only DMR Stoner Knights Armament. So we had to shimmy a freaking lower, a G&G lower to a Knights Armament Stoner. I don't know how the hell we did it. And ironically, his friend, who is another recruit trying to join the team, basically, we were joking around. I was just like, hey, I need some backup. Get over here. I'm going to be blown up. Because I've never seen my co-captain ever work on a Polish Star, or at least finagle a lower onto that. So I'm thinking, oh, crap, we're going to blow up or something. So I called his friend for a backup. So he came down. We talked, we laughed, we shitted. Also doing prep night as well. And yeah. Afterwards, we were starting to call people. We were trying to call our guy Rambo, but obviously he was on vacation with his girlfriend. So he didn't answer the phone. I don't blame him. I mean, Florida is nice, especially when it's like starting to turn cold. So talked to our friend Xeon, who is transferring from Black Wings Airsoft. So she will be dual representing Black Wings Airsoft and Dominion Airsoft. Ironically, we still have to get more patches and stuff. So, yeah, pretty much. But, we were talking, and also a new member, call sign Soren, went for his second game. So, ironically enough, he was already on his way. And of course, this is after prep night. We've got to bed. We beat our record for prep night, which is 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Normally, we get done by like 3 or 12. But that's because of our one guy. But besides all that, ironically, she calls me the next day. Bobby, yeah, you jinxed it. What do you mean I jinxed it? I'm talking about you jinxed it. My shift got canceled. I'm like, well, I didn't know. I'm sorry. But your job is just as finicky schedule as anything. I mean, you work there more than I do, so yeah, pretty much. So again, so it was me, Jake, Sion, and Soren so far. And ironically, we got one of Smoking Scout's friends. His name's Pete. So we had a team of about like 5. It was just, wow. It was crazy. I mean, we were just like a 5-man wrecking crew at that. But this is kind of what I'm saying. Like, we were giddy. Like, all right, so what do we got? All right, we need guns. We need extra guns for people. It was just fun. I mean, Soren just got a new gun. We want to test it out. So he has a gun of his own. We just fixed the DMR Polar Star. Ironically, it was for some weird reason it wasn't firing. So it was like the selector plate or whichever, the FCU. But yeah, we're like, we put it all together. We got the FCU working. We jiggled it and all. Didn't work. Then he got it recently working when I wasn't there, because he was replacing the not the QD line, but the line, the braided line for the Polar Star coming out of the gun. So basically, that's pretty much all that was that. But yeah, it was a. Other than that, it was a really good time with the friends and squad. It wasn't everybody, mind you, but you know, it's life. Everybody's busy, work or whatever, and it was somewhat of last minute, but still had a fun time with my friends and the team. So, you know, that just goes to show you when you have a good squad, they always have your back. So make sure for all my first time airsofters out there, you get on a team with that mentality. They'll treat you with respect. And, you know, the big thing is you treat each other like family. It's kind of, again, if you're making your own, make sure you have a code of conduct or rules. Therefore, you know, have at least a structure. Dominion always had a structure since the get-go. So, yeah. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, folks. And I'll see you on the next one.